I feel like people are just going to say no because people are already evasive. They're already dodgy,
So out of
and
hundreds of girls he's flirted with, he's maybe asked for the number of one. So what's the
yeah,
bottleneck here? So what I'd rather you do is I want you to go level 11, maybe 20, go to 20, almost where it's like obnoxious. And the reason
mhm.
for this is because you actually don't know what the limit is because you haven't tried it. You ever heard the saying,
What's up?
"What's up, dog?"
How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing. Happy Sunday. End of the week.
Happy Sunday. What's keeping me from being what?
What's keeping you from being more direct?
Um, I feel like people are just going to say no because like during before I even get around to the call offer, people like when I start asking questions, like asking the golden question and things like that, people are already evasive. They're already dodgy. So it's like if I ask them to jump on a call, they're just gonna say no. So
How do you, well, based on what evidence?
um I mean I don't have any evidence really. It's just how
Yeah.
I feel.
Okay, cool. You're going on your feelings again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So are your feelings, where have your feelings gotten you?
They're not really getting me anywhere really.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what can we do to make you stop relying on your feelings?
Um to I mean, really, the best way is just to ignore them. I mean, just go for it and
Can
just
you?
yeah,
All right. Because you're taking action, which I appreciate about you. Um, but it's not, you can send the DMs all day. That's becoming mechanically very easy for you, right?
yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem getting on, getting in there and just talking to people, sending messages, but it's just like my feelings get in the way, the fear gets in the way, and the doubt comes in
Yeah.
of
I have a
making.
buddy who's very good at flirting.
Hmm.
And we were just in the car. Well, we were just there's a very, very beautiful woman and he's flirting with her and I'm like she's like begging for him to give to ask for the number.
She's begging him.
Like without saying it, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
But he never ever asks for the number. So out
yeah,
of hundreds of girls he's flirted with, he's maybe asked for the number of one. He's only maybe gotten a couple dates. So what's the
yeah.
bottleneck here? It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women he's talking to, but only a couple dates.
Mhm.
Well, I could say go talk to more women. Is it gonna work?
It wouldn't make any sense to talk to more women if he doesn't ask for the number.
Right. So for me, I talk to 20 people online. I send 20 messages. I'll make a call offer to all of them. I don't
Yeah,
care if they're telling me to fuck off. All right, I'll fuck off later, maybe after the call. No,
yeah.
I said fuck off. But how about we do a call first? Okay, we'll do a call. All right, then I'll go fuck off. All right, cool. And I noticed what I realized was people say yes more times than they say no, only to the degree that you ask.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that. And then what I'd rather you do is it's called calibrating, right? So if you go in, so what you're doing is, okay, I want you to think about the extreme, like what's the, imagine, close your eyes and imagine what's the most like aggressive, think about the most aggressive sales guy in the world and the character of that guy. What's he do?
Most aggressive salesperson. Uh,
Think about, just imagine how he is.
he's just, I mean, he's just relentless. Like
Just relentless.
yeah, he
Right.
just
Okay. What if
doesn't,
somebody says, "Hey, I don't want to talk"? What's he do?
he persists.
Yeah. Okay. So he keeps going no matter what. All right. So I want you to imagine that guy. So we'll call that level 10. All right. All right. Come back to present time.
Yeah.
Are you with me? All right. That's level 10. Okay. Now
Hmm.
what you're doing is you want to get to that level. Okay. Or maybe an 8. Doesn't have to be that. I'm not even that aggressive. Um, but
Yeah.
you're what you're doing is you're coming at it from a bottom up. You're maybe at a 0 or a 1. And you're kind
Mhm.
of increasing your aggression over time.
Slowly.
See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And you're getting slow results that way. So what I'd rather you do is I want you to go level 11, maybe 20, go to 20, almost where it's like obnoxious. Okay. And the reason
Hmm.
for this is because you actually don't know what the limit is because you haven't tried it. The only way for you to actually, here's the thing about human beings. You ever heard the saying, it's kind of like you can't really tell somebody, they have to go find out, let them kind of like let them fall, let them get hurt a couple times and then they'll get it,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
for you, what you're doing is you're kind of like I don't want to get hurt, right? But you're not learning from me telling you. If I teach you, it's not gonna help you. I can't. It's only through experience that you learn. So what I want you to do is go 20, right? Level fucking just crazy aggressive where it's almost like risk getting blocked. And then we're gonna take it down until you're at the right level.
I actually, the one guy did block me, actually.
Good. It's because you were
Yeah.
tiptoeing.
Yeah.
That's good, right? So you're trying to like push, 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 see how like far you can take it, and then you calibrate. And what happens is because you've done that, you see what your limit is, you see what's too much.
Hmm.
Like almost push to the max to where you can see what's too much for someone. And then what'll happen is because you're doing that, I can now take you and I can train you and I can take you down a notch. It's a lot easier to fall to where you're actually you're supposed to be here, like in level 8. Go to a 20 and then let's fall to a level 8. Don't go from a 0 to a 1 to a 2 to a 3 and then bring yourself up to an 8. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah. So I've got it backwards. I need to go high
Yeah,
level, then bring it down over time.
you got it. Yeah, you're kind of trying to slowly ramp yourself. Right.
Yeah.
So what I want you to do, don't focus on the skill. And also you're really focused on the technique. And I notice a lot of fearful guys, like when they get into sales and I was the same way. I was a very afraid sales rep.
Mhm.
I didn't have the boldness in sales that you see now. I
Yeah.
have it now, but before I didn't have it. It's way too afraid. I learned all the techniques so that I wouldn't get into like rapport breaks and I wouldn't get yelled at. So I learned all the sales techniques only for the reason of me not getting into that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So what I'm noticing you're doing, I don't even need to look at your DMs because I already know what you're doing. You're going into messaging mastery, you're trying to find all these techniques, and you're doing trick shots. You're like, I just want you to fucking throw some fucking 3 pointers, bro. I want you to do a couple layups and maybe some I want you to fucking like just get the ball in the net and you're sitting here like Harlem Globetrotters fucking dribbling with your knee. And I'm like, I don't need you to be doing that shit right now. So
Right. Yeah.
what you need to do in the beginning is just get yourself to 5 to 6 call offers a day.
Got you.
That's what you're gonna shoot for. I don't care how many DMs you send. Don't focus on the DMs and don't focus on making it just right. And then what'll happen is you'll notice how many people say yes. And it'll be like 4 out of 5. And you're like, oh, it's a lot easier to get a yes than I thought.
Yeah.
And then you're going to actually say, I don't need any of these tricks. Then what'll happen is you want to try to make it to where when you make a call offer, they say yes every time. That's where I'm at. 100% hit rate. Like 100%, like when I shoot the ball, it goes in. Like
That's
Michael
pretty.
Jordan. How do you do that? Well, like a lot of calibration. And so you go aggressive in the beginning, make a ton of call offers, tons of call offers. I'm talking like everybody. You go to your whole list and just ask your whole list. You guys want to hop on a call? You want to hop on a call? Hey, you want a different perspective on this?
Yeah.
I'm available tomorrow. Just fill your calendar. You also might be evading getting on the call. and subconsciously trying to sabotage actually asking for a call because you don't know what you're gonna do on the fucking call. You're talking to human beings. You're not talking to fucking hyenas with rabies. You know, like these are they're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Like get to know the guy. You know, like hey, what's up, man? What do you do? Nice to meet you. Like that's all it's gonna be. It's gonna be a nice cordial conversation, most likely. So like I said, I was timid and scared, and what I realized I couldn't get past, I know I couldn't get to the level I wanted to be at until I actually got aggressive. Until
Yeah.
I actually started doing some fucking salesy shit. Like really see how salesy could I get? And I realized nobody fucking said anything. And then what I realized was I actually more people I would break rapport with more people because I was less direct. And they hated that. They hate that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you get on a call and say, "Hey, I got a product that I want to sell you. I'm not here to be buddy buddy. Do you
Hmm.
want to have a conversation about your problems? And if it makes sense, I'll introduce you to what my product looks like."
I
And
mean,
you'll find
that's probably what they're wondering anyways. Like, what does this guy want? What does he want?
exactly you're tiptoeing, bro. That's why they're like, dude, just get to the point, man.
Yeah.
Can I ask you some questions to get an idea of what you'd find useful? Yeah, sure. Cool. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to growing your business? This. God, how long's that been going on? Forever. Got it. You done anything to try to fix it? Nothing. All right, yeah, I've done masterminds and this and that. All right, cool, man. Well, let's hop on a call and come at it from a market research frame. You're gathering data. What do you
Yeah.
got to sell them anyways? You mean you got your affiliate offer, but I'd rather what's more valuable to you right now is data, not fucking commissions from your affiliate offer.
Yeah. The data is the most important thing. It's
Yeah.
kind of like what you said on that last coaching call,
Hmm.
where you said that like if it's I think you gave a metaphor where if there's a guy coming down the alleyway in a dark alleyway and he's got his
Yeah.
hands behind his back, you're gonna be like on edge. You're gonna be
Yeah.
cautious. But if he's got his hands out like this and you know exactly what he's doing with his hands, you're gonna be able to
Hmm.
see exactly what's going on. So
Yeah, you're hiding, homie.
yeah,
You're being too hidey,
I gotta
and it's sketching people out.
I gotta cut that out.
So when did that start for you? When did you start doing that?
When did I start hiding?
Hiding, yeah. What happened?
Uh, I think I've I, I think I've always been like that. I think I've always been hiding like that in the DMs, and I think it's
No, no,
just
not the DMs in life.
oh in life. I'm
So
just
there was a day in your life, in this lifetime, that you decided to start hiding. When was it?
a day,
Yeah. When the fear like became very prominent.
man. I mean, that started back in like childhood because
Hmm. What
I've
day?
always what day?
Hmm.
If I had to pick a day, I would say probably I don't know. Uh,
You're looking at it.
what this
Yeah,
day?
yeah. No, you're looking at it. You're looking at a picture in your mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, what was that?
I was
That.
looking at
Yeah.
I was looking at the day uh when I was in preschool.
Yeah, what happened?
Um, I was getting bullied by people.
Okay. Who
Yeah,
was it? Who was bullying you?
just some jerk kids, some kids that
Yeah.
just wouldn't leave me alone because I'm naturally introverted and I'm a quiet person, and so
Hmm.
when when you're in preschool or kindergarten and another kid sees that you're quiet and shy and timid, they think that oh he's an easy target. I can just mess with him.
Mm.
So I guess if I had to pick a day, I would say back when I was in preschool
Hmm.
or kindergarten. So after I was bullied, I figured like, okay, nobody likes me. Nobody wants to be my friend. Everybody's out to get me.
Mm.
So that's when I started to kind of like be closed off and I started to shrink back into my shell instead of coming out of my shell a little bit more.
Was that the right decision?
No, no. Looking back on it now, no. But back then, I just couldn't help myself. Like,
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
What's the right decision? What do you want the new decision to be?
The new decision is just to be bold and, just have courage.
Does it indicate for you though? Like, do you feel like you can do that?
Yes, I feel like I
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
All right. So we just deleted that old decision.
Yep.
All the shit that's harming us is stuff that we decided we were going to start doing in the past because of some bad thing that happened, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing how a person's past can affect their present or their future.
Well, what's happening is something bad happened and you made a new decision based off of that thing. And then what happens is we forgot. So what we do is, so what'll happen is I decide to put my guard up, right? So the mind is a computer. It's a perfectly working computer. The
Yeah.
only thing that makes it fucked up, like timid and fearful, which doesn't help you, is you fueled it with false data. False data is kids beat me up when I expose myself and I show who I am. So I'm going to put my guard up. False data.
Mhm.
Do you remember the communication formula?
Um,
ARC?
yeah,
We went through
affinity,
that?
reality, communication.
Good. Okay. That triangle is very important because that triangle is life source. All of life comes from that. Without communication, you don't have life. Without affinity, you don't have life. Without reality, agreement, you don't have life. You ever have an agreement break? The communication breaks. The feeling of love and liking for that person breaks. The relationship breaks. Life breaks, right?
Right.
So, to the degree that you can communicate is also to the degree that you can increase income. Okay.
Mhm.
So, income goes up when communication goes up. So, if you're blocking any communication line, like getting on a call with somebody, well, you're not going to have money. If you're not asking for a call or you're not getting an agreement on a call, reality is out. It's a
Yeah.
break an agreement. Then your communication goes out, then your affinity goes out. So what I want you to do is I want you to give people affinity more. Not be nice like a little sucker, no, be a force to be reckoned with, man. Give these guys like help these guys.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them. Then communicate with them. Then have agreements with them, and then you'll start to sign agreements that are like payment agreements. You see how
Mhm.
that works? That triangle?
Yeah.
All right. So it's mental. It's really for you, it's mental. So make the call offer, and you'll find out it's a lot easier. This is exactly like everything in this market. If you look at all my clients and everybody, it's all in their head. I'm running along and I'm saying, "You want to get on a call?" And they say, "Yeah." I said, "You want to buy my thing?" And they say, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, that was easy." Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And I'm like,
Yeah.
doesn't have to be any more complicated than that.
I do want to ask, is it possible to like um should could I also focus on like down the line in the future, could I also focus on closing people directly in the DMs or just on calls?
For now, basically, I would say close in the DMs when you have so much traffic. I know a lot of guys that want to go close in the DMs, but they can't even close on calls. Basically, the idea here is, um, you have so much call volume that it would actually be less profitable to take calls and more profitable to close in the DMs because you can make more offers in the DMs, even if your conversion rate goes down, it's better, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't close on calls, you certainly can't close in the DMs. It makes
Yeah.
it harder,
Yeah.
not easier. What I
Yeah.
found. What I found.
Yeah, I agree because when you're closing in the DMs, like the person can just ghost you. They can just stop talking to you
Hmm.
at any moment. But on a call, it's like they're trapped. Like they can't go anywhere really. Like,
Yeah, well, they have to confront like they have to because a lot of times on a call, for me specifically, I take calls because I can see their body language and I can see if they're buying it, if they're like this is something they want to do, and if there's like kind of like a, yeah, yeah, I feel really good about it. I'll say, well, you don't sound so certain. So what's going on? What are you thinking about? And I can ask, and they'll say, well, and they'll tell me,
Right.
and then I can handle it. But I can't see that in the DMs.
Yeah. It's hard to read the tones of people and the emotions in the
Yeah.
DMs.
And also for you, I mean, I think you really should get to the point where you're very comfortable on calls. You should get to the point where you're comfortable with clients, and you should get to the point where you're comfortable in DMs. And once you're that comfortable, you'll be able to run the show, bro.
Yeah. It'll be a piece of cake then.
Yes. Cool. Good job, dude. You're making a lot of progress mentally and in your business.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. I'll see you on the next one.
All right. See you on the
All
next
right.
one.
Peace out, Raymond.
Peace.